Honourable Member for St. John's East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Last night at a forum in St. John's, concerned citizens called for government to ban Tordon 101 from being used in this province. Will government ban this chemical from use?
The Honourable Minister of Environment and Conservation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Tordon 101 has been used for decades in Newfoundland and Labrador and throughout Canada. And, Mr. Speaker, it's registered for use in Canada by Canada's Pest Management Regulatory Agency. Mr. Speaker, we go by the guidelines of Health Canada. We actually exceed some of the safety standards that are established by Health Canada. And, Mr. Speaker, we'll continue to work with our counterparts through Health Canada to ensure that anything we do in Newfoundland and Labrador meets the safety standards.
The Honourable Member for St. John's East.
Mr. Speaker, Tordon 101 is a chemical of choice. It seems to be used for clearing the right-of-way for the power cables from Muskrat Falls to Soldiers Pond. Does the Minister think that the spraying of 1,100 kilometres of the route with a toxic chemical will have no side effects to the people or the environment of the province?
The Honourable Minister of Environment and Conservation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I indicated, Tordon 101 has been used for decades in Newfoundland and Labrador. We will continue to use that product as long as it's registered and considered safe as we work with our counterparts at Health Canada. And, Mr. Speaker, as I said, even the safety standards established by Health Canada, we exceed those standards here in Newfoundland and Labrador under the regulations that we have in place. Also, Mr. Speaker, anybody who is an operator who uses this pesticide is also a licensed operator in Newfoundland and Labrador and has to follow all the rules and regulations as set down, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member for St. John's East.
Mr. Speaker, this chemical is too dangerous for use. Too dangerous. How dangerous does a chemical have to be before the government decides to ban it for use in the province?
The Honourable Minister of Environment and Conservation.
Mr. Speaker, I don't consider myself an expert in chemicals and the use of chemicals, nor do I think the honourable member is any more qualified than I am to make those determinations. Mr. Speaker, as a government, we are more than willing to work with our officials within government who are considered the experts, and as well as our counterparts within Health Canada who make these regulations and safety standards. Mr. Speaker, I think that we have to respect the people who do this type of work, who provide the advice and the information to Health Canada and to the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador. We will respect their work, Mr. Speaker. We will accept the safety standards, and I guarantee that we will work within the safety standards that are established.
Member for St. John's East, quick question, no preamble.
Mr. Speaker, there are good corporate citizens in this province that only use mechanical brush clearing. Why doesn't the government stick to mechanical brush clearing as well?
Honourable Minister of Environment and Conservation for a quick response.
Mr. Speaker, we will continue to use pesticides that are deemed safe and within the safety standards that have been established.